And with the help of, friends like Brother Earl, and other folks, networking with a lot of people. I got to give a shout out to my really good friend, Mary Grigg. She's helped me a lot. That's my realtor. That's my friend. Her and her husband, they have did a lot for me. And all of the networking with good people have gotten me to where I'm doing okay. That's all I can say right now. I'm doing okay, and it's only going to get bigger and better because I'm growing every day as far as like business wise, real estate wise. I love real estate. I love looking at houses. I think that's part of why I'm successful, because I advise anybody, you have to find out your niche in life of what you want to do. If you are an artist, you give your artistry 150%. If you, whatever you do, you're not gonna, it can't be all about money. You have to love what you do. And I love what I do. It's hard. It's a lot more. I mean, it's a lot more bad days than good days as far as like the workload, but I wouldn't change a thing. I love what I do, and people appreciate what I do for them. And I love to see people happy when I'm finished with their house, because I'm also a contractor. I'm also a handyman. I look at homes for people. I'm also their consultant as far as like, they call me to look at houses to see what I think about their properties, because everything about it, I love it.
All the time. All the time.
So people appreciate the fact that, I watch the shows on TV, everything about real estate, and I found God had something as far as real estate for me. And now I just basically give everything 100 to 200% every day of my life to go ahead and make sure that I'm successful at something. I said, you have to basically find out what your specialty is, whatever you have, whatever God has given you to do. And I'm talking about, hey, you can't eat thank yous and all that other stuff. So you have to find out what God has given you to go ahead and make some money, because you have to be out here trying to go ahead. I think everybody out here we're not out here, especially my colleagues and co-hosts and everybody else. We're not out here just to eat. We're past that. We're out here to get rich. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, me personally, I'm out here every day trying to go ahead and I call it my millionaire status. I want to be a millionaire, and I'm going to do everything possible to get that, to get there. So you have to be out here trying to do what you have to do to be successful. Make your mama proud.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. So Carl, I'm gonna have OC ask you the first couple of questions, but I want to come back afterwards to something I saw on your Facebook page. But I'm gonna let OC take it away.
Okay. All right. Great. So the first question I have for you is, what is the one piece of advice you wish that you could give your younger self?
Finish college. I wish I would have finished college. And also, invest in real estate. I tell every OC right now, if I was 20 years old right now, I wouldn't even be in this market. I wouldn't even be in Rochester market. I'd be in the California, Chicago. I'd be doing way bigger deals. Bigger deals. I tell everybody right now, and I tell the young folks, you can ask Brother Earl. I tell everybody, I guarantee you, if you get into real estate, within 10 years, however old you are, you will be a millionaire. Because if you out here, making good investments, especially in the Rochester market, if you're making good investments, you cannot lose in the Rochester market. If as far as like, if you buying and flipping, you're going to make money. If you're buying and renting them out, you're going to make money. If you're buying and Airbnb them out, you're going to make money. So you cannot lose in real estate. And the earlier you get into it, the faster you're going to start heading towards your millionaire status. Because I can't lie to you. I mean, I've accumulated 12 properties in under 5 years, and
Wow.
I had really, I thought it was going to take. I want to get 2025 before I'm done, but I also want to start looking towards, Ohio. I want to start looking towards different markets and trying to go ahead and branch out to different markets. So me personally, finishing college and investing in real estate is if investing in real estate as early as I possibly could. Because even like now,
Awesome.
our properties back then, I said in the 80s, the 90s, and all the other stuff, they were, you can go to the auction and get all these houses for like $5,000, $10,000, $2,000, $1,000. And right now, we was doing that. We'd own Rochester.
No doubt.
So, and that's how I've seen like a lot of white people, that's why a lot of white people have accumulated. You talk to a lot of old time landlords and investors. I talked to a guy that sold me a house. He was like, I got like 23, 24 units. He's like 50, 60 now. And I know this man's a millionaire driving the $70,000 truck because he bought early. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When they was giving away these houses, he got them up and running. $1,000 house now is $40,000, $50,000. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
so,
no
yep. So you just you invest in real estate as early as possible, so you can go ahead like Earl's son. Earl's son's going to be a millionaire in 10 years. This boy is what 20, 25 years old, and he already got his first Airbnb running and doing good.
No
you know what I mean? So I wish, and he's in the 19th ward, or he's in the 11th or the 19th ward. So.
Mm-hmm. So what was that pivotal moment in your life that really shaped who you are? When did it click for you?
About 5 years ago, when I actually I was working for this property management company. I don't want to mention their names because it wasn't good, and I don't have no ill feelings. I give them all the praise for basically allowing me to work for them for 5 years, and also giving me the drive to go ahead and move forward and do my own thing. So about 5 years ago, I left my house and rented out my house to a girl who I've actually sold the house to, rent to own. And after that, once I got comfortable spending money, OC, which another thing too, in real estate, you have to get comfortable spending money. You have to take
that's good
50 grand and spend it like it's $5. I like $5 out of your pocket. So once I bought my first investment property and got comfortable spending money and got actually where I was making money off that property, it was no turning back for me.
So awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. So you and I talked a little bit earlier about your schedule and how you running from here to there, and you're doing a lot of stuff all the time. Right. So how do you find balance in that chaos?
I'm still working on that, OC. The worst thing about me is my scheduling is horrible. I mean, literally, I'm my scheduling, like right now, if you called me and needed something done, I'm gonna put you ahead of everybody else that's been waiting. You know what I mean? So my scheduling, I'm trying to find me somebody, because everybody that I talk to, the first thing they say, Carl, you got to get you a secretary. Carl, you got to find somebody. You got to work on your scheduling, because I wake up in the morning and everybody, it's like first come, first serve. Whoever who and I tell people now, I said, once you get me to your house, you better keep me, because once I'm gone, I'm gone. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it get to the plain fact that, like, right now, this lady, I'm in her house. She's already talking about doing her bathroom. I was like, oh, no, I can't. I've already put you ahead of everybody else as far as like doing all the work in your house. So you gotta get on the back of the bus. You gotta wait. Yep. So it's been Even it's been kind of hard, and I kind of my scheduling is horrible, but um
You're muted.
Carl, check your mute button, buddy.
Check your mute.
if it's an emergency, then I'll go ahead and try to take care of emergencies first. Also, I play favorites like Mr. McCray. If Mr. McCray calls me, it's
Guilty.
like
Guilty.
let me okay, we'll get her done. Let me get over there. And I play favorites with like my good friends, and my a lot of clients that I've some of them are like family to me. I've been knowing them for like 30, 40 years. They call me, I'm picking up. Mary calls me, Carl, you need, and that's another bad part about my schedule as far as like I play favorites. And also it's as far, or I also do things is like, okay, if I got to go over here and put on a doorknob, it's only going to take me 15 to 20 minutes. Next thing you know, they're like, okay, since you did that so fast, can you put a light up? Can you fix my sink? And next thing you know, something, a job that was only supposed to take me by an hour. Next thing you know, we got a whole bunch of things going on because they always do that to me. I'll get over to the house, show them that I know what I'm doing. Well, I got a whole bunch of work for you to do.
No doubt. Your gifts making room for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And it's all self-taught. I don't have any formal training. That's why I said this is what God wanted me to do. So I don't have any formal training. Everything has been more or less learning, and picking up things real fast. Of course, repetition, and after you done stuff for a certain amount of time, you just it's like second nature to you. So it's a lot of this stuff is just, hey, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Amen.
Amen.
It's lovely. That brings me into my next question, Carl. So what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned from connections and relationships in your life and business?
In business, keep your word. Definitely keep your word. Because like like the old saying goes, your word is your bond. Pay what you owe. If you owe somebody some money, pay them. I don't care what happened. If y'all don't get along, I've had a whole bunch of situations where I would never do business with certain people. I would never hire people, but you don't want to get a bad reputation, of not paying people. And I also believe in karma, reap what you sow. So if you have to go ahead, and as far as like being in business, you have to go ahead and always keep it professional as far as like making sure that if you owe somebody some money, make sure you pay them. If you like if you go to Home Depot, there's a lot of guys out here who's dealing with people who stealing out of Home Depot and all this other stuff. So you, as far as like your reputation is very important in this business. So you always got to go ahead and conduct yourself in a business manner by doing things the right way. So, because like right now, can't nobody say I owe them any money. Number one. Number two, people can't sit up there and say, I'll come to your house and I did anything wrong just to make a couple of dollars. Because my thing with me is like, if I come to you, just like Brother Earl, we've been knowing each other for a good while, a long time. And he more or less like, if he calls somebody, or if he called me, he know I'm coming, number one. Number two, he know I'm gonna do the best I can to go ahead and fix whatever problem he has, or I'm gonna go ahead and steer him in the right direction to go ahead and make sure the problem get fixed. And if I didn't do what I was supposed to do, I'll more or less come back, or hey, refund your money and all that other stuff. So basically, keeping your word. Make sure you go ahead and paying people what you owe them, and keeping your reputation as a business person, you know, on the good side instead of the bad side. Because I have a few people that their name is mud because they first of all, they're what I call hacks. They're Jimmy riggers. They go there to make a quick buck. And then, they know their work is not good. They know they didn't do the right thing and all this other stuff, but they'll never get called again. I don't have that problem. And I'm not 100%, and I've lost clients, but the majority of the people that work with me, they recommend me to anybody and everybody because they know they know I'm do a good job for them. So, and it ain't about the money to me. Right now, it's more or less about the client. That's how I've built my business, by doing good work for people, being real customer service friendly, and also making sure that I keep my word to people. So.
Awesome. Awesome. So in hard times and adversity, what would you say keeps you motivated and hopeful to continue on?
Knowing that like I said, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's all I can tell you. That everything is going to work out. I don't worry about nothing. I always tell people all the time, my favorite saying that I just thought about it one day. I said, was there any time that God hasn't taken care of anything that you had going on in your life? And my thing, I said, is there any time that God hasn't looked out for you? Is there any time that things didn't work out in your favor, when on hard times and in adversity and everything else? And you got to say that, every time you turn around, even on the good times or bad times, God always come through. Like I said, he may not come when you want him, but he always right on time. So I don't worry about nothing. I work hard and stuff like that, but it's more or less like, and I don't have, just like today was rough, but I got through it, and I wake up, hey, if it's God's will, I wake up tomorrow morning and I just keep going every day. And I'm more or less like we was just talking about, Veronica, we are out here trying to invest in and being business people to get rich. There is no, okay, I'm just trying to make rent. Oh, I'm just trying to go ahead and make sure my family eat. No, my family's going to always eat, and I'm going to always have a place to stay. No, we're investing in our businesses to be millionaires, to be billionaires, to be trillionaires. You know what I mean? So, my motivation is making money.
I love it. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Amen.
I love money. I tell
Amen.
people all the time,
Amen.
I love money. I sit up there, I don't feel good. I have people laughing. I don't feel good when I don't have no money in my pocket. I don't feel right. I have my mother laughing all the time. I say, shoot, I don't feel good when my pockets is light.
So it seems like you wear so many different hats and you're
Yeah,
super busy and so many people rely on you. How do you
right.
practice self-care? What do you do for self-care to unwind and pour into yourself?
I bowl on Saturdays. In the fall, not in the summertime, not all year round, but I'm a league bowler in the fall, just to get me away from working all the time. It's a good time and stuff like that. And also, like I was talking to Brother OC and Earl, I also go to, I'll give a shout out to Planet Fitness. I go to Planet Fitness just to wind down. I did it too. I started about, I don't know, shoot, I've been doing that, walking the treadmill. I tell people I don't do nothing special. I just walk the treadmill and watch TV. That's it. You know what I mean? But I walk, listen to music, YouTube, whatever, and just to wind down, to relieve all the stuff I had going on during the day, and that's really about it. Because right now, Veronica, with the way my schedule is, I'm literally home long enough to get something to eat, sleep, wake up, and do it all over again. So I basically take that little hour or so to go ahead and wind down at the gym. And Saturdays are a lot of fun. We are serious about our bowling, but it's friendly competition because we like family out there, but we have friendly competition and stuff. So that's really about it. But I love to travel. I just don't have the time to.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right. So OC, we have time for 2 more questions. I'm gonna have you throw 1 more question out and have Veronica follow up with a question. And then I'm gonna close this out with a couple of closing thoughts.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. But I want to know, brother, could you share a moment where you truly felt empowered, and how did it change your path?
Even like now, brother OC, now I don't know. I'm gonna call it swag. I walk with swag. I mean, I work hard.
I love it.
I work hard for what I've built. I think when, like, even like now, I don't have to worry about my daughter, my grandkids having nothing. Man, I'm so proud of the fact that, and I'm not patting myself on the back, but I'm so proud of the fact that my mama got a house. Me and my brothers put my mama in the house. My daughter's in the house. You know what I mean? I put my daughter in the house. Things like that. Right now, I mean, I spend money. I'm able to spend money. Like I said, I done got to the plain fact that I can go ahead, just like the people on TV. I just bought a property, a month ago? I pay my taxes, being down at City Hall and things like that. Right now I feel empowered right now that I'm not a handyman. I'm not a real estate. I'm not a real estate. I'm not like a broker. I'm a businessman. I don't evolve to where now I'm a legitimate businessman. I'm so proud of that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Love it, man.
you know,
Celebrate it.
I don't have to
Celebrate it.
work for
That's right.
nobody. I tell people all the time, excuse me for cutting you off, bro, but I tell people what you want to do. You want to be a boss or an employee? I'm a boss. And that's what everybody should be striving to be. You want to strive to be a boss. You don't want to sit up there and like me and you, we don't have to go. We don't want to have to punch a clock. I don't wake up in the morning. I can leave anytime I get ready.
You a boss, bro. You a boss. That's good,
Right.
man. That's good. God be the glory.
Thank you.
So I hear that you have been around for a long time doing a bunch of different things. Could you tell us about a particular moment, like early on in your career, that may have set you back and how you may have overcome that actual setback?
Oh, yeah. I mean, working for the property management company. No, matter of fact, it was before I started working for the property management company. I was contemplating leaving Rochester because I didn't have too much of nothing going on. I was more or less like, this is probably around 6 or 7 years ago. I was working for a nonprofit organization. Got a job through one of our frat brothers. Rob, what was his name? I forgot his last name. But anyways, he was the director for this nonprofit organization. And because I'm gonna make this quick, the board voted him out, and all of a sudden, it's like the presidency or mayors. Once they voted him out, they had to take all the people he hired. They got rid of all of us. So I didn't know what I was going to do. I never stressed because honestly, I done worked so many jobs. Hey, I either quit or get fired. So it didn't really matter. But I was like, I'm kind of getting tired of this. So I kind of planned on leaving Rochester and relocating to try to make it happen someplace else. Got a job working for this property management company and worked for them for 5 years. And then slowly but surely started buying my own properties to build my own brand and start investing in my own business. And then it brought me to where we at today, and I don't look back. There's no job that I've had that I will ever go back to. I do not. I tell people, I said, 2 things around jobs, I either quit or get fired. So I know I was supposed to be a boss.
Awesome.
Yes, indeed.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
So So Carl, I'm gonna bring us home, man. So
Mhm.
me and our super host Airbnb community, we are in like a month-long study on the spirituality of money. And that
Mhm.
money is spiritual. Business is spiritual. And many people
Right.
may not. So one of the things that was profound is when your declaration about being wealthy, being abundant, being
Right.
rich. And
Right.
so one of the things in our study we were talking about in the Bible, it's the love of money is the root of all evil. And we
Right.
were listening to an audiobook, and their spin was that it's the lack of money as
Right.
opposed to the love of money is the
Right.
root of all evil. And we were
Right.
just trying to reconcile that in our spirit. But you've been in the community and you've seen some things. How would you respond to that is the lack of money that's a root blight in our community?
Absolutely. Well, you can already see, the lack of money because you know how people are robbing and stealing from people. If everybody had, you know what I mean, and I understand, like you said, I understand that, the way God works, things have to happen. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. But my thing about it, like you just said, the lack of money, it makes people desperate. You know what I mean? But you see, if you comfortable, you don't think about, trying to take from the next man. I don't even think about trying to go ahead. And my thing about it too, Earl, it's not that we are okay, like obsessed with money and stuff like that. Because if we were as obsessed with money, we'd be robbing banks. We be doing the same thing. We be trying to rob people. What we trying to do is go ahead and work hard, use our brain, our talents, and everything else to achieve goals that we have made for ourselves. It's not all about making money. It's about being successful. It's not, even if we don't reach our, millionaire status or whatever. Like, and don't give me, like 50 Cent said, we gonna get rich or die trying. We're trying to do it a legitimate way. Or we be selling drugs. If it was all about money is the root of all evil, we'd be doing anything to get it. No, we're trying to build our brands legally. We not hurting nobody. We trying to help people and all this other stuff, but we're also trying to go ahead with all that, trying to go ahead and be successful for ourselves and also show young folks, old folks, anybody that you can achieve whatever you want if you work hard and go, get out here and get it. You know what I mean? We're not doing nothing to hurt anybody. We trying to show them that if you go ahead and you can be successful. You don't have to graduate college, but you sure got to get up. You got to be ready to get up in the morning. Like right now, Earl, you get up in the morning. Your wife get up in the morning. Brother OC get up in the morning. Sister Veronica get up in the morning. And we sit up here or we're working late at night to go ahead and build whatever we got going on and make it as successful as possible. It's more or less like, of course we want to go ahead and make money off of it. If we not, what are we doing? You know what I mean? So we're supposed to sit up here, help everybody, or do what we have to do. You're supposed to go ahead and rent these houses out for free. You're supposed to go ahead and do Airbnbs and stuff like that. No, this is a business that you and your wife got into that, hey, we've investigated, we've researched it, and we're being successful at it and things like that. And like when you watch the videos, them white people and all those other people, they're doing things to basically help us. Hey, they're trying to show us how, hey, I was able to go ahead and make money, you can make money too. So it's not the love of money. If you love money, you will do anything to get it.
Amen.
There's a
Amen.
difference.
Amen.
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 Amen. So this is the last word, brother. I was on your Facebook page not that long ago, and I loved it. I love this declaration. I loved it.
Right.
And if you can speak to it a little bit, I am the I am the street, the smartest street,
Right.
grindiest
I'm the
man who will ever
right.
be the first zillionaire on earth. I am the Black
Right.
Illuminati.
I'm
Talk to
the
us
Black
about that.
Illuminati.
Talk to us about that.
Well, you know what? I don't know. I just like the word Illuminati. I don't know nothing, and I'm just keeping it real. I don't know nothing about no Illuminati or whatever. So one day I just said, I'm going to be, and I got it, not the Black Illuminati, is DA, the Black Illuminati. Got it like all hood and stuff like that. So that's just my alter ego. That's that other guy that be messing around on Facebook. But the confidence that you have to be successful. That's what it's all about. That's what I was telling Brother OC. That's swag right there. That's what that is. It's more or less like, I want to be the first zillionaire on earth. I want to go ahead. I'm not college educated, but I'm really, really smart. I know how to talk to, I have really good customer service skills. I know how to talk to anybody. And I'm also from the hood, so I know the street. You know what I mean?
Got that
So
swag.
I'm more or less like, basically, it's all about having swag. You have to be confident in anything and everything that you're trying to achieve in this lifetime. And we only get a short time. So you got to go ahead and try to do the best you can to do the best you can. So that's my page right there. It's the Black Illuminati, baby.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. So Carl, what are some projects that you're working on right now? What would you say you see yourself nailing down in terms of some short-term goals over the next 6 months?
Oh, the two properties that I got, the one I just purchased, Cameron Street, have that up and running. I'm having a situation where the RG&E cut the gas dead, so I'm just waiting on them to reattach the gas to the house. But the damage that was done to the property, I don't already drywalled all the walls. I don't replace majority of the windows. I've just got a bathtub. One thing I want to give a shout out to is Facebook Marketplace. I don't save so much money buying stuff off of Facebook Marketplace. It's not even funny. So that's another thing too. One of the questions that Brother OC and Veronica, you take advantage of saving money. That's a lot of ways to where I've literally bought about 4 or 5 properties. First of all, on the labor that I save for doing all the work, and also from all these like restores and Facebook marketplaces where, people out in the suburbs are basically giving you, the guy gave me a brand new tub that would have probably cost me about $300 for $100. So just giving a quick shout out to that. But it's more or less like getting my Cameron Street property rented, getting my Morgan Street property rented, and just keep getting these houses, man. Just keep buying these properties. I want to own Rochester, Earl. I do. And like I said, one of my goals was, when you think about real estate, you call me, and I'm being dead honest with you. When people want to rent a property or whatever, man, I post I don't even advertise. I don't even put a for rent sign up. When I put that joker on Facebook, man, everybody, oh, you got, what is it? Is it a 3-bedroom? Is it a 4-bedroom? And just basically keep building my brand. So by the time I'm honestly looking towards trying to go ahead and pull back and retire, man. I'm getting tired. So I want to get to my 20 properties. So and also, in the future, try not retire, but slow down. Maybe invest more in, the Airbnb, so that we can network together. So, that we more or less like start building, you know what I mean? Having things instead of having these tenants. Because another thing I'm kind of I'm getting tired of tenants. I'm getting tired of renting. Airbnb is a lot more professional people. You don't have as many issues. You do have some downs, but I'm saying I can't. Airbnb has been such a blessing. I can't believe it. I had 2 people in my house, OC, for the last year. They booked my house for every week. They've paid for the house. I paid $25 for the house. They done bought the house from
Wow.
me. You know what I
Amen.
mean? So it's more or less like, man, I'm
Love it.
giving a big shout out to Airbnb. If you, literally, I tell people all the time. I said, you got a house. If you got a room, you can get an Airbnb. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
my thing about it is that, you know, you have to be out here in anything that you have a passion for, especially with real estate. When Earl told me about Airbnb, quick story, Earl was like, Carol, I want to rent out Parkway. And I said, okay. But then I was like, well, and I tell my brother all the time, I said, well, if he can do it, why can't I do it? You know what I mean?
No
So,
doubt. That's
and
it.
long story short, man, I had that house. I had my anniversary. I had that house for a year. Paid about 25, I say maybe 27 with getting it up and running. And I know I've made at least 50 off the house already.
All right. Cash flowing,
Within a
cash
year.
flowing.
Cash flow just coming. And I mean, another long story short, between my handyman stuff, my like you said, I'm like Jamaican. I wear all these different hats. You know what I mean? I got 10 jobs. So
Multiple
between the
streams.
handyman, the projects and things like that, man, I am truly blessed, man. You
All
know,
right, brother,
I'm
look
trying to
out,
keep
because
up with them.
I'm going on Zillow tonight looking for me a property in Rochester. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be calling you.
And I got and OC, I got your back, because this market here, you cannot lose. If you get a property here, especially like if you want to flip, and I suggest you think about flipping. You know, you want to make that quick money, that quick return. I can show you. I'll be more than happy to look at properties for you, tell you, and of course I'm gonna look out for you like you, my brother. Sit up and I don't think that's the right. Me and Earl, ask him. We looking at properties now. We looked at one. Of course it wasn't, and I basically it didn't work out, and we looked at another one, and this did work out. So I look out for all my people.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All in,
Listen,
all in.
all I know is this. I met this brother before I even knew what an Airbnb was.
Mm.
I even knew what real estate was. And you know, he's not new to this thing. He is true. And so, you know, I just want to give this bit of a shout out. Carl, you know, you got to come back in 6 months. We
Okay.
gotta do a praise and progress with you, man. And it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's a blessing that not only you are my business partner, but you're actually a personal friend. So thank you for
Right.
being on the show, brother.
No problem at all, Earl. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
Amen.
I really
Thank you.
enjoyed this. This was really fun.
All right.
And
Well,
like I said, anytime I can be of help, you know, just let me know.
amen. We're gonna tap out. Goodbye, IG, goodbye, TikTok, goodbye, Facebook. We will see you guys next week. Take care and level up.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
God bless y'all.
Good night.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.